Hi, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Taking Notes with Randy podcast on regular Rallo TV. I know everybody see all this craziness that's going on. I just want to come on and talk about this for a few minutes. I want to refer back to this book that I've been reading the past few days, and I just want to go to a little paragraph where it talks about racist man and racist woman always use deceit, indirect direct violence, or the threat of direct violence to accomplish their ultimate objective of establishing, maintaining, expanding, and or refining the practice of racism, white supremacy. Now, what we saw yesterday, I don't want to speak on that just yet. I just want to send my condolences to that man's family because right now what's going on is stories is being made up and being changed. So we gotta wait for them to come out with their stories and just try to pay attention and just keep looking for things. But this ain't gonna be the last thing that's gonna go down. Um, what I was reading before, it was talking about the how the system loves to operate. Um, they know how to get a reaction out to people. That's why you see the looting and you see all the things that's going on out there now. And these are the things that they want to happen. See, but we have to, is a quote in the Bible that states, sometimes you have to be still. And that's something that we have to do at this time because we don't know. We don't know what to do. We're going to go out there and do stupid things. Sometimes you got to sit still, calculate, and then make a move in each area of activity as they do. They don't make a move in just one area. They calculate every single area of your life and then they make a move. That's why we have to stop being reactionaries. We react, you know what I'm saying? We're not proactive, and like a brother Will Little, all he's going on his campaign talking, with the emotions, emotional intelligence, and that's how they play on us. They play on us. They show us something that hurts us bad, and our emotions flare up. And not willing to accept that we're dealing with racism, white supremacy, we refuse it. And when we see something, it hit our emotions, and we're ready to go off. We're ready to just go out in the street and just do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why things have to be calculated because they will sacrifice a million non-white people to kill 10 million. I'm sorry, they will sacrifice a million white people to kill 10 million non-white people. So we have to be careful because just as though they are doing things to us, they're doing things to them too. I say them because that's how we're living. They got us in this divided state. So people got to learn. We got to learn to sit down and we got to learn to think. And we got to learn to talk. And we got to stop coming on here um, debating or even questioning each other, brothers and sisters. How this brother feel about a black woman or how this black woman feel about a brother. That's that's unnecessary. You have to realize where you're living at. You are a slave. You are a captive of war. That's what you are. That's what we all are. We are prisoners of war, and we have to learn how to act accordingly. So this is why I get into this book, and this book, man, this book will make you, have you start thinking. The thoughts is deep with this book because you have these things inside of you, but how do you know how to pull it out? Or if you can't really talk to somebody about it, how do you know that this thing is really existing? We're dealing with mind prejudices. So it's like, damn, was that really prejudice against me? Was that some kind of racism against me? You have to think on it for a minute. You know what I mean? Before it was right in your face. You knew it was right in your face. Now it's mental. Mental and spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So we have to sit down and we got to get inside ourselves. We got to start building ourselves up. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You think what you're seeing out here with these diseases, all this stuff is spiritual. They're trying to break our auras. And once they break our auras and they are allowed, we allow them to get into our space, and that's what we're doing. We're allowing them to get into our space. And once they get into your space, man, anything is possible. You ever drive in a car and you ready to cross that intersection and you see that block in the middle of the road and it says caution in this block? Or anytime you go into that courtroom and you go and sit in that witness stand, that square, and they say once you sit in that square, anything goes. So we have to start paying attention and looking at things differently and not react so fast. Sit back, calculate, think, and then try to come up with some solutions or whatever kind of thoughts that you have. You may not even have a solution. You may just have a thought that you can put out to somebody and y'all can build on it. And that's what we have to do. Other than that, nothing. The same old thing is going to keep happening. We all standing around watching each other, watching people that we come up with, our loved ones. We watching each other just go. And it's like it's nothing we can do about it. But it is something we can do about it. We can change this thing with our minds. That's how they keeping this thing operating. We don't believe in this in the stuff that they use to overpower us. Voodoo, Santeria, all of these kinds of things. Just certain kinds of witchcraft. They call it black magic to try to make it sound bad because everything black is bad. But if you study the Haitian Revolution, that's how they beat the French. They used voodoo. These people had spears and sticks when these people had ammunition, and they beat them. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the Haitians apologized to the French for kicking them out of their country. So this thing is mental, man. There's a lot of mental things going on, and we got to sit down and we just got to think, and we got to slow down. A lot of us is moving fast. A lot of us is moving fast, especially now in this time now. Where you going? There's nowhere to go. But we just want it because we feel as though we live in this hard life. Life is hard. We live in this hard, strenuous life. We know people hate us. So yeah, I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna do you know what I mean? What I feel is gonna make me feel good. But there's no growth in that as a people. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to be able to, we gotta change this world. That's what we put here for. We are the guardians of this earth. And this is why we're suffering. Because we refuse to protect the earth. We won't even go out and sweep our own block up. You know what I'm saying? You got to come outside and see other people doing it. Now I see a lady that I've been seeing since I was a little kid. This lady never wore shoes, always walking around picking up trash. I see this lady in Center City now, walking in Center City picking up trash. She got to be about 80 or 90, still not wearing shoes, still walking good. Because this lady is taking care of the earth, which means she's taking care of herself also. So that's the things that we have to get into. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm still looking for somebody. I got a buddy, Jay Weldon. He just gave me a holler Thursday. You know what I mean? He's supposed to come on here with me. And we're going to bust it up a little bit, have a discussion. Because that's what I like to do. I like to have a dialogue with people. Ask questions and have somebody ask me a question. And we can just talk and bust it up. So I appreciate y'all, and if y'all can subscribe, like, and share this, you know what I mean? Come to my channel, Regular Rollo TV. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day and be safe.